I can't read all of it yet. Yeah, thank you. Exercises for every day of the month for development of consciousness, for development of your life events in favorable direction, for getting full value, health, and for establishment of harmony with the pulse of the universe. I would recommend finding some time for exercises which are cited below. For each day of the month, I recommend 3 exercises corresponding to this day. These exercises contain control of events. For this purpose, different concentrations should be applied. During the concentration, keep remembering the exact aim you would like to achieve. The aim might be realization of a desirable event, for example, recovery from a disease, development of a mechanism of knowledge of the world, and so on. The main thing here is to conduct always regulation of information for the universal salvation and harmonic development. Such regulation can be struggle against destruction at informational level because you fulfill the work of rescuers. Practically, at the level of your perception, a concentration can be carried out in the following way. In your mind, you determine the aim of concentration, which looks like some geometric form, a sphere, for example. This sphere is the aim of the concentration. Spiritually, you dispose yourself to build events which you need the way as the Creator does it. During concentrations, various objects at concrete fixtures or at cognition of the reality control location of the sphere. By voltational effort, move the sphere to the area of your perception, which gives more light at the movement of concentrations. I presented one of the variants of technology of concentrations. In practice, you can find a lot of others. The ways of control of events based on understanding of the world processes through concentration are very effective. In the first exercise for each day of the month, you fulfill a concentration on some element of the external or internal reality. In the second, you concentrate on a sequence of numbers of 7 and 9 figures. The third exercise gives technologies of control of events in a verbal form. For the more successful fulfillment of the last 2 exercises, I recommend to know paragraph 7 of chapter 4. I would like to draw your attention to the following important moment. You should understand that the effectiveness of concentration carried out by you is determined to a considerable degree by your approach to it. Try to be open to this creative process. Listen to your internal voice prompting you how to fulfill these concentrations in practice. When you concentrate on a sequence of 9 figures, you may imagine that you are in the center of a sphere and the figures are located in its internal surface. Information about the aim of the concentration can be inside in the sphere in the form of a ball. You should dispose yourself to find that number which gives more light. Having received the first idea that some number from the row which is on the external surface of the big sphere shines brighter than others, you should fix this number. Then mentally join the internal sphere which contains the aim of the concentration and the element of perception in form of a number. When you concentrate on a row of 7 figures, you may imagine that the figures are located on the surface of a cube on one of its sides. Doing this in accordance with your feelings, you may move these figures, changing their location in order to achieve maximum effect. You may act quite a different way. In your mind, you may connect each number with some element of external or internal medium. These elements are not necessarily to be homogeneous. One number, for example, you may connect with some tree, another with some feeling. You decide yourself. In this approach, you symbolically equate the number with the element of reality chosen by you. As ever, these elements of reality may be not only physical, but mental as well. It means you may imagine them in your consciousness. Good. Go a little bit back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh yeah. These techniques give you additional possibilities of control. You may change the structure of the concentration, your mood to fulfill it. You may vary symbolic equations of the number to the elements of the reality. As a result, you will be able to increase the effectiveness of your concentration. You will be able to control better the time of execution of what you resolve. This is very important in practical life. Your concentration should give an instantaneous result when an instantaneous salvation is required. The factor of time may be not so significant if the aim is to provide harmonic development. The decisive factor in this case is provision of your just harmonic development with consideration of all circumstances. You will get exactly this by means of your concentrations. So, everything should be individual in these exercises. Everyone should choose independently the system of his development. You should bear in mind the following. It is not possible to make a choice of a system of your own development just by means of logic. You are sure to set your goals. You aim to achieve them, and, however, your soul has already got a task which had been put in before. Therefore, when you carry out concentrations, the tasks which had been put in before can be realized at first. These are the tasks which were the task of the soul, which were not only the task of your development, but the development of the whole society as well. When you fulfill these tasks, you feel that these are exactly the things you should have done first of all. You feel this at a very profound internal level, at the level of development of the soul, at the level of the Creator. That is why when we speak about concentrations, we first of all speak about the universal harmony. At the same time, you should understand that harmony always implies an element of salvation as a necessary element if the situation requires such interference. However, the main task of harmony is provision of such development of events which eliminates occurrence of any threats at all. It is clear that harmonic development should become eternal. Concentrations for each day of the month, created and approved by me, will bring you to this. Fulfilling them, you will get that harmony which will make your way joyful and uninterrupted, and you will be able to save yourself and others and live eternally. Possessing these concentrations, you can undertake active controlling actions instead of being in a passive state of any situation. Awareness of the fact that due to the usage of these concentrations in your affairs, you really realize the process of universal salvation and eternal harmonic development, opens the freedom which is given to you by the Creator. This organizes universal creative development together with your true happiness. These concentrations are given for 31 days. If you carry out these exercises, for example, in February, which includes 28 days, after the 28th day, you should go to the first day of March. It means that the day of the month from the list of exercises should always coincide with that day of the month which the calendar shows at the moment. You can fulfill these concentrations at any time of the day. You may determine yourself the number of concentrations per day and their duration. I would recommend carrying out concentrations systematically and before important affairs. If you find the first exercise of some day rather complicated, you may miss it and do other two. You will get the result anyway. Gradually, more and more exercises number one will become clearer and easier for you. So do what you understand and what you like. Now let's turn to the exercises. Maybe
31st day, you concentrate on the separated areas of each individual volume. Let, for example, a tree grow on a certain side of the land. You realize that there is ground below, under it. There's air above it. Consciousness, by your seeing in all of them the eternal reproduction of life. The life is eternal. You realize it. Remember about it, watching the surrounding world, feeling it, dissolving in it. Realization of this truth will come to you. Yes, the life is eternal. The 7-digit number is 1532106. 12106. 1532106. The 9-digit number is 185214321. 185214321. 185214321. You are absolutely and completely healthy, and everyone around you is healthy, and the world is eternal, and all events are creative. And as always, you see everything only in a positive light, and everything around is favourable. I would like to make one more remark to the given exercises. I repeat once again that you should determine yourself the number of concentrations and their duration. You have also to decide independently which result currently is the most important for you, what you should aspire to first of all. Remember that these exercises are creative, they develop you. You will grow spiritually with the help of these concentrations, and this in turn will help you fulfill all these concentrations at a higher level and will ensure you for bigger development and so further. These exercises help to develop consciousness, development of events in your life in favourable direction, receiving of full value, health and establishment of harmony with the pulse of the universe.
First day of the month, you should fulfill concentration on the right foot. This concentration connects you with the supporting point in the internal world. You lean on the earth mentally. The earth in your consciousness is bearing support. The control in the system of the complete restoration is based on the idea that the supporting point is simultaneously the point of support and the point of creation. Since it is also the point of creation, with the help of this concentration, you can develop your consciousness right away. You realize that based on the same principle which accounts for everything growing and developing on the earth, for example, plants and even the matter of your own body appear based on the same principle, you may build any eternal reality. Understanding of this underlies this concentration. However, carrying out this concentration, you may not think about this deep-laid mechanism. You may just concentrate on the right foot and simultaneously imagine the required event in your consciousness. That mechanism of construction of reality, which has been described, will work automatically, and you'll receive the desired event in a harmonic way, because this control simultaneously provides harmonization of events. This exercise may be fulfilled several times a day. Concentration on a 7-digit number: 1, 8, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1. 1, 8, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1. 1, 8, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1. And on a 9-digit number: 8, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 9. 8, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 9. On this day, you should concentrate on the world, on all objects of the world, and feel that every consciousness, you will see that harmony which is sent down by you, by the Creator.